Alright guys, today we have a huge update video on the Flash series on the CW. Of course, at this point, it's in the middle of its 8th season on the CW. It's already been renewed for season 9. And I stopped watching this show after it came back after its mid-season break. I believe it was episode 6 of season 8 with Bart and Nora. I was just so bored with that episode. I was like, you know what, I'm done. Like, I'm not going to keep watching this. So I stopped watching it, and apparently as soon as I stop watching it, that's when it gets good again. Because they've got this new storyline with, like, the Black Flame or something like that. I don't really know any of the details. I'm gonna go watch it now because it sounds actually really cool. So please no spoilers in the comments, although kind of already have a spoiler of, like, the big reveal. But either way, please minimal spoilers, I guess. And also be warned as well if you haven't seen it yet. But anyway, basically they've had this Black Flame killer, and the other night in the brand new episode, it was revealed that that Black Flame is actually Deathstorm. Now, we already knew that Robbie Amell was returning as Ronnie Raymond in the season. We thought it was just for flashbacks, but no, he's actually going to be the main villain of the season as Deathstorm, which is awesome because first of all, this design is just really cool. It's super comics accurate. But I believe we had a version of Deathstorm back in season, was it season 2 or maybe it was season 1? I think it was season 2. It was one of the first like early seasons of the Flash. We had a version of Deathstorm where it was like an evil firestorm from a different Earth. And now we have actual comics accurate Deathstorm with the blue flames, with the cool skull and everything. He just looks awesome, and I'm really excited to see this character in action here. And Robbie Amell did an interview talking about how, like, you know, the nice Ronnie is gone, and like this is a really dark version of the character. So I really like that. I really like everything that we're hearing about this, and just getting to see that this character is not only making a return, but making a return as a villain. It's kind of like what we've always wanted to see with the return of Eddie Thawne and have him become Cobalt Blue, but that. I don't know if that's ever going to happen, but at least we have this. And like I said, it's super comics accurate. I mean, just look at the comparison here. Obviously, the CGI could be better, but it's on a CW budget, so I feel like they did the best that they can. And I'm just really excited to see what they do with the return of Ronnie Raymond, and I'm really excited to actually watch these episodes and see, like, how this whole mystery unfolds. I believe at this point in time we're actually on a 2-week break, so that's like just enough time for me to get caught up on the last couple episodes and see what's going on here. But I'm really excited to see Deathstorm in The Flash Season 8. But at this point in time, also, they're actually filming the Season 8 finale for The Flash, and we have some brand new leaked set photos featuring Tom Cavanagh in this brand new suit. Now, of course, Tom Cavanagh has played like hundreds of characters on the show at this point, basically. And basically what he's most well known for, at least like what he does now and what he actually did at the beginning of The Flash Season 8, was Eobard Thawne, aka the Reverse Flash. And the last time we saw him, his powers were actually taken away, but he had a really cool comics accurate Reverse Flash suit, so I really enjoyed that. But now we're seeing him return in a black Flash suit. Now, the first thing that this reminded me of was The Rival. If you may remember The Rival from, I think, season 2 or 3 or 4 or something like that. Really wasted character, but that's what this suit reminds me of. And I don't know what this is supposed to be. If this is supposed to be Eobard Thawne, why does he have this suit? Is it because he doesn't have his powers? Maybe he used the negative speed force again, and that's somehow giving him these powers, which makes him a darker character. I don't really know the explanation behind it, but it does look like it has the reverse lightning bolt on his chest, so I do believe that it is still the Reverse Flash. I'm just interested to see, like, the explanation behind this outfit and this costume, and why it's black. I mean, it looks pretty cool. Not as cool as like the regular Flash suit and the Reverse Flash suit that we had during the Armageddon crossover event. But still, it does look cool. And one possible explanation that I feel could explain why he's wearing the suit is Blackest Night. Now, again, I haven't watched the recent episodes, but I did hear that there was a name drop of Blackest Night. Now, in the comics, Blackest Night is a comic storyline starring Green Lantern. It's a Green Lantern storyline, but basically it features a bunch of dead characters coming back to life as Black Lanterns. Now, I highly doubt we're getting the Green Lanterns and Black Lanterns involved here unless you brought in John Diggle. That's a total possibility, I suppose. But I feel like it's just going to be some sort of concept here that a bunch of dead characters are going to be coming back to life. And that's why we have Deathstorm, and now we have Eobard Thawne, who isn't dead, but I don't know, maybe it's actually Zoom. Maybe it's somehow a version of Zoom that just happens to look like Tom Cavanaugh for some reason. I don't really know, but I'm definitely excited to find out. Now, also, we have some pretty big news that's been making the rounds the last couple days, because apparently The Flash may possibly be coming to an end with Season 9. Again, The Flash has already been renewed for its 9th season, but there are strong talks going around within the Flash people and on the CW that the Flash will come to an end with Season 9. Not only that, but with a shortened season, which honestly I hope it does, because like as much as I love the show, or at least used to, and may love it again after this season, like it's just gone on too long. There's not really that much more that they can do with it, and I'd much rather they end it off in a good way and like go out with a bang, end off with like the perfect storyline, rather than just get canceled and have it leave off on a cliffhanger like what we're dealing with Batman, Batwoman, and Legends of Tomorrow right now, where those ended with cliffhangers to set up the next seasons, and they haven't been renewed yet, and we don't know if they will be. That'd really suck if those got canceled, and it'd really suck if that same thing happened here with The Flash. So also the fact that they do a shortened episode count, I think, is even better, because then that means less filler episodes. That means more time to just focus on one contained storyline, and that's of course always a good thing. And sure, basically this coming to the end would mean basically like the end of the Arrowverse, especially if we have the end of Batwoman and Legends of Tomorrow as well, but I just don't know how much more they can do with this show. I mean, we'll see. It would be cool if we could like reach the milestone of like 10 seasons, but I don't know if they really can or if they should. So if it ends with Season 9, I am totally fine with that, as long as they actually have like a pre-orchestrated final season like they did with some of these other shows like Arrow and Supergirl and Black Lightning, all of which, except Supergirl, had great final seasons because they were set up as final seasons to fully end off the storyline. And just because this show would come to an end doesn't mean that we'd never see the characters again, because of course it is the Arrowverse. We could see all the characters pop up, like there's rumors that Supergirls are going to pop up in Superman and Lois at some point. So there's possibilities for the future, but I feel like Season 9 would be the time to end The Flash, because I mean, all the signs are pointing to that. Grant Gustin hasn't signed a new contract post Season 9, so we also have Jesse L. Martin, who of course plays Joe West. He's exiting the show as a series regular. He'll be in a couple episodes of Season 9, but it's going downhill, and I think that, you know, some of the best parts of this show can't be brought back. Like Cisco, the show just isn't the same without Cisco. Tom Cavanaugh, I mean, like, they keep bringing him back, but he's not a series regular. We don't have Wells anymore. It's just not the same, and I feel like it's time. But anyways, guys, let me know your thoughts in the comments below. What do you think about all these updates on the Flash TV series for the CW? What do you think about the introduction of Deathstorm and the whole Black Flame storyline for Season 8? What do you think about that set photos of Tom Cavanaugh in that brand new black reverse Flash suit? And what do you think about the idea of the Flash coming to the end with a shortened Season 9? So guys, thanks so much for watching. Please drop a like if you enjoyed this video, and hit the subscribe button so I can keep it to date on everything goes on in the DC life.